Hi everyone, welcome back to the Football Lookout podcast. I know it's been long overdue. We've had some technical difficulties. Some of us have been delivering babies, so and yeah, just life getting in the way really. But thank you for coming back and listening to us again. For all you new listeners, my name is Imran, and today here with me I've got Basil.
Hey, how's it going?
I've got Rayan.
Hello.
I've got Ibi.
Hola Madrid.
Oh my.
Oh wow. And I've got Saif.
Hello.
Oh, he must be delivering another baby.
Oh my god.
It's his signature, man. His signature.
Man's just never ready.
Delayed response. Yeah.
Delayed. Speaking of delayed, 30 years and the wait is over. Liverpool have finally won the Premier League. And Saif, since you are a resident Liverpool fan, how do you feel?
I mean, it's kind of, the season's been really weird, to be honest. But, finally, right? After 30 years, the banter can stop.
30 years. Wow.
But safe.
Congratulations on winning the Asterisk League title.
Look at this salt. You can hear the salt in his voice.
The troops scored it the Corona Cup.
Corona League, yeah.
The Corona Cup.
Safe, does that justify your actions though? You as Liverpool fans in general, they've been acting kind of crazy lately.
No, they should have stayed home. That's very huge health risk, and I was quite disappointed to see that, to be honest.
Wasn't there a picture of Bournemouth Beach flooded? They showed up to the Etihad. I think they showed up in Old Trafford as well.
Was the Bournemouth Beach related to that or separate? I thought it was separate.
No,
it's
Bournemouth
separate.
Beach
was separated.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oops.
No, but the scenes outside Anfield were it was crazy, but it's it was irresponsible because people shouldn't have been doing that. Also, some people pulled up to Manchester to celebrate in front of Old Trafford.
You know what?
Yeah,
I thought they would celebrate it at Old Trafford and not the Etihad, since United are a bigger. But then United have fallen off really. They're nobody's rival anymore.
That's true.
Damn. So that's really how it is, huh?
But yeah, so congratulations to Liverpool. They won the league, then went to the Etihad, and then they just got spanked.
Yeah,
That was beautiful. That was
Spanked.
beautiful.
Oh my days.
These guys got a
remember
guard
Saif
of
was
honor to
talking
get
trash.
slapped.
This entire time, just for Sterling to slap him up.
Yes,
Slap
every
'em
Liverpool
up.
fan. Loads of Liverpool fans. Oh yeah, Sterling's gonna give Joe Gomez a guard of honor, ratata. And then this guy spun him 6 ways from Sunday, man. It was disrespect.
Yo, when Sterling scored, the Liverpool Twitter account wouldn't say who scored.
salty as hell. Cause season your food with that salt. But yeah. So yeah, Liverpool.
He scored in the most irrelevant game,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm salty we lost. I'm not happy we lost. Obviously, we got beat up, but I think we were still drunk, honestly, because one team was up for it and the other wasn't.
Now
so
you know.
sluggish.
Now, okay. I have a point to address. So, there's a lot of people, just idiots on social media, that they devalue the achievement of the Invincibles of going a whole season unbeaten. Arsenal won with 4 games to go, and we still didn't slip up. It's harder than it looks. You can easily drop off and lose a couple games. I think in 2001, United won with about 4 or 5 games to go. They lost 3 of those games in a row. 3.
Yep.
So it is hard to maintain that kind of level.
Imran, you know what
after
else is
losing.
annoying? Every season, right? Maybe a month or 2 before Christmas, the question shows up: can they go invincible? Every season.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Well, not every season. I think the last couple, because I think Man City were, when they got the 100 points, they were a long time unbeaten, and Liverpool obviously this season. But yeah, you're right. It does come up every now and again. Also, De Bruyne showed what a player of the year looks like, because all these other people pushing this Henderson agenda, nah, mate, fuck that. De Bruyne showed what a true player of the year is.
He's got to be the favorite, right?
He was unbelievable that game. He was genuinely unbelievable that game.
I don't even think he was at his best.
That's what
to
I was
be
saying.
honest, and he still played.
He looked
that
a bit
well.
sluggish,
Yeah.
but he was still really good. His shots weren't even.
I think
Go ahead.
I think we can all agree that Pogba and KDB, they're in a league of their own.
Oh, for sure. Pogba, KDB, Lingard, all they're just...
Oh my god.
Oh, please.
He said Lingard. He could have said McTominay. He could have said anyone.
I mean, hey,
He
can I
goes
throw
I'm
Bruno?
going to say Bruno,
No,
exactly.
Why did you choose Lingard instead of Bruno?
Lingard is just that guy, man. What can I say?
All right, let's move on.
Man.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to what's been happening around Europe. So League One ended. As many of you would know, PSG were crowned champions. The cup finals, if I'm correct, they're still to be played, aren't they? Have they been planned or?
Yeah, so I think on July 31st, the cup final will take place between PSG and Lyon.
Cool. Who do you guys have for
Wait,
that?
I thought it was
PSG?
Saint Etienne.
Oh, it's just,
I thought
I
it was
believe
Saint
Saliba
Etienne
was
too,
supposed to
but
play.
I don't know, man.
Oh, really?
Wikipedia be tripping up, man. I don't know.
because wasn't this whole thing about Saliba going back to Saint Etienne to play in the cup final or something?
I had
that's what
I
was
had
about to
heard that
mention.
too.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, fair enough. But who do you guys have then? PSG or Lyon?
It doesn't matter who, it's still gonna be PSG.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know. PSG lost a cup final last season.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
So it's just Rene, but no, it should be Saint Etienne.
Yeah, I think PSG will nick that. Yeah. Rayon, what's going on with Syria?
With Syria, oh man. It was a pretty close title race between Lazio and Juve. It was a 1-point difference for a while, up
Yeah.
until they lost a 2-0 lead to Atalanta, who came back to win 3-0. I think in the last 10 minutes or something. And now Juve have a 4-point lead, but there's still about 11, 12 games left, and
That's a
Juve
lot
have
of games.
a lot of big games to play. So there's a lot of chances for some drop points.
Yeah, Atalanta and Lazio have been playing really well this season.
Bro, Atalanta and Lazio have been playing out of their mind. It is crazy. I think Lazio went on a 20-something game unbeaten streak.
Wow, that's good. But someone needs to dethrone them, man. It's getting sick and tired of seeing Juve.
Bro,
Honestly,
it's like Bayern winning the league every year in freaking Germany.
Yeah.
It's boring.
But I do think there's still a chance with Lazio. There's still a lot of games left, so we'll see. Hopefully they drop some points.
Also, on a positive note, Atalanta have won 7 straight Serie A games for the first time in their history.
Oh,
That's really
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Kudos to them. That's actually wicked. Their manager's really good as well.
Yeah,
Gasparini, he's amazing, man.
He's a really good manager. Yeah, they play some really good football. But you touched on Bayern, and of course Bayern, like fucking 10 seasons before them as well, they've won the league. They're playing Leverkusen today
Right now,
Cup,
actually.
right?
at the time of recording. Yeah, they're winning 2-0 so far. So that's probably going to be a domestic double. I, along with Basil, keep saying that Bayern and City are probably favourites for the Champions League, so they could potentially do a trouble this season as well.
Oh, they're winning 3-1 right now. 75th.
Oh, they're winning 3-1. Okay, wow. Yeah, so yeah, they've won that game. Also, really quickly, the Dutch league was completely voided. There was no champions crowned, and no teams were relegated or promoted. I think there was teams in the second division of the Dutch division. I think they were a bit pissed because they were obviously favourites to come up, and I think legal action is going to be taken. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. And I think Belgium took another route. I think they crowned Club Brugge champions, but then they revoked it, and I think they're still deciding on what to do, and whether to give the championship to them or etc.
I just wanted to say,
Yeah,
I think the Dutch league was right. I think they made the right choice
yeah.
in this, but and then you no. What's so funny? I think they made the right decision here. Safety comes first. Man, they didn't crown any champions, unlike PSG, which is I don't know how I feel about that, because there were how many games left, Saif, in the League One?
In Liga, I forgot. I need to look it up.
Basically more than enough games for there to be a shift in the title if they were to
They
be
were
one.
12 points ahead with a game in hand.
Oh my
Yeah, let's
God.
be real. I don't think they were going to lose that.
Nah, but
They have-
personally, I think the Dutch league was right. We need to listen to them more.
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough. I mean, I think there's whatever route the leagues took, whether it's to void or cancel, give someone their title or relegate someone or whatever. I think some people, not everyone's going to be happy. Basically,
Speaking of the Dutch league, Arjen Robben came out of retirement.
True.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did. Came back to his boyhood club.
I heard that he watched the Netflix documentary, The Last Dance, that inspired him to come back.
Oh, really?
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Some
that's-
MJ stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, mad. Maybe we might see a Netflix documentary on him soon. Who knows?
What would it be
Netflix
called?
documentary, Cutting In.
What would you call it?
What's going on with? What was that, Safe?
What would you call the documentary?
Cutting In.
Straight up.
It's pretty relevant.
You know what he's gonna
Perfect.
do every single time. You still can't stop him.
Yeah, that's amazing,
it.
man. He did that for so many years.
It worked. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But yeah, Champions League news now. What's going on with that? I heard there's a new format or something like that.
So
Yeah.
there's still games left to play for the second leg. I believe Juve, Lyon, and who's the other? I know there's
Barcelona,
another team that
Napoli.
still has.
And Real
City,
Madrid
that one's-
City.
those
And
need to happen
Chelsea,
as well.
Bayern Munich as well.
So
That one's
those
over,
games
man.
will be played, but I believe now they've kind of changed it where there's no two-legged ties. It's more tournament style, one
So
game.
is that from the quarterfinals onwards then?
Yes,
That's gonna change everything, man.
which changes everything if I'm being
There's
honest
no
with
home
you.
and away advantage.
Okay.
Just one game. You just
Yeah.
have to go all out.
So where do these ties take place? Because I'm assuming they should take place in neutral grounds, or
I believe they'll all be in Portugal, but different
Okay.
parts of Portugal, if I remember correctly.
okay.
Yeah.
How do you
But
guys
it'll
feel
be in
about
like
that?
Lisbon, the final. I know for a fact.
Okay, fair. How do you guys feel about that? What do you guys think about that new format? I think it's right.
I think
I don't know.
I think it makes sense for what's going on right now, but I think it's definitely going to be easier for teams who struggled in the past to control two legs, because it's not easy to do. It's just
Yeah.
one game and you
For
get
sure,
the ball
yeah.
for like 90-95 minutes, and that's it.
But it does mean there are no second chances.
Yeah. Mhm.
There is no Liverpool Anfield comebacks or anything like
That's
that.
true.
I might have a hot take on this. I don't know if it's a hot take, but I do personally think with this new format, Atalanta have a very, very good chance of winning the Champions League now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even
Explain.
joking. This isn't even funny, bro. I'm being
Elaborate.
Yeah,
genuine
I'll
here.
give you $100 if they win the Champions League.
Atalanta on any day can put 4 or 5 past anybody. Look at last season. They 4-0'd Juve. Easy work for them. On their day, they can beat anybody. Doesn't matter who it is.
Just to add to that,
I understand. Yeah, go on, safe.
Go
Oh,
Saka.
sorry. I believe didn't they like 7-0 like two teams this season already in Serie A?
They 7-0'd a couple teams, 5-0'd a couple teams,
Yeah.
6-0'd a couple teams. They can score 5 any day.
No, I understand that, Ryan, but because I've seen Atalanta a few times this season, the way they move, the way they attack is amazing, but they would have to be at their best, and the team they're playing would have to be at their worst. And in the Champions League, as you said, there are no two-legged ties. I don't think anyone's going to be playing that poorly for them, to let Atalanta score 4 or 5 against them.
That is also why I said it was a hot take,
It's
Well,
it's not a
while we're
guarantee,
on this
still a hot
topic,
take.
on July 10th, there's going to be both the quarterfinal and the semifinal draw. And so if
wow.
Atalanta get a somewhat favorable draw against a team that's maybe not as good defensively like Barcelona, or even let's say Lyon pulls off an upset against Juve and they get Lyon in one of those ties, then yeah, I mean, they could potentially make a run to the final. And then in the final, anything can happen.
I would love that. I would genuinely
Yeah,
love
that
if
would be
Atalanta
amazing.
won.
That'd be sick.
But I think it's going to be either City or Bayern. Genuinely.
Yeah, you'd have to say that those two are probably the two most favorite teams to win it all at this point.
I mean, City still have to play their second leg against Madrid, so
That is true.
You make a
Right,
good
true.
point.
They
bro.
have 2 away goals though.
Yeah. And Ramos is suspended, isn't he? Because he got... No, wait. Was it Ramos that got red carded? Or was it... Who got red carded that match?
I
Was
think
it
it was Ramos.
Yeah, I think it was Ramos, yeah.
That's
Oh,
going to be a
nice.
big miss for them.
Yeah, so he's...
no
he's not-
Ramos, no, City are through then.
Yeah. City are through.
City
So,
are through.
But yeah, also the Europa League will be held in Germany. and so the Champions League will be in Portugal, while the Europa League in Germany, and will follow a similar format as well.
Fair enough. That means Wolves have a really good chance of winning it, man.
Oh, Bayer Leverkusen does as well.
And Man United.
Oh,
Yeah.
Inter are in it as well.
Oh wow, there's some good teams in it.
That's actually really some quite tasty fixtures could happen then.
And maybe
Oh
they
yeah,
can
the
make a
Europa
run.
League's gonna have some good teams.
Yeah,
hey, here's a question.
That's really good. So, all right,
Sanchez is
cool.
on.
Let me get your predictions. Then.
One quick thing, right?
Go,
Sanchez
go,
is
go.
on loan at Inter Milan, right?
Yes.
Can he play against Man United in the Champions League?
So
I'm sorry,
that has
I mean
been
Europa League.
that has been a contention. So there's been reports saying that United might not let Inter extend his contract to play for that month, or if they do, that he won't be able to play in the Europa League. So I haven't heard any new news on that yet.
Yeah.
But that's the last I heard.
Interesting.
Yeah, I haven't heard any like solid news on it just yet, so I'm not 100% sure myself.
Fair enough. What are your predictions for the Champions League? I mean, me and Basil were saying that City and Bayern for the Champions League. But what are the rest of you guys? Who do you think will win the Champions League?
So I've never been enthusiastic about City in the Champions League, but with the new format, with the possible ban, I think they're kind of fearless in a way. Like they're just gonna give it their all, you know. I think they can just. I think if you look at how they just dismantled Barca, I think they can go pretty far.
Barca,
Sorry, Liverpool.
Madrid.
Sorry, I mean Liverpool in the
Oh,
Premier
Liverpool.
League.
Oh, Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool too. They dismantled both of them.
Yeah, that's true.
We haven't even spoken about Atleti. You know,
Oh,
Simeone. Even if his team hasn't been the greatest team this season, I mean, he has the knack of getting the Atleti team through to finals sometimes.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
that knack is called Jan Oblak.
that's true.
Yeah.
He's
the
really
best.
good,
It's more,
man.
bro, it's more than that.
He's the best keeper in the world for me. Best keeper in the world for me. Jan Oblak.
Right behind Dean Henderson, right?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you need to
Wow.
be stopped, sir. You
Really?
need to be
Now
stopped.
that you just someone get over to his house, break social distancing, and slap him.
Yo, real quick though, I do have a take.
Yeah, go on.
I think by the end of next season, there's a very good chance Dean Henderson could be United's starting keeper.
Yeah, David De Gea is washed.
Interesting.
Anyway, so.
Yeah,
Whoa,
he's losing it.
Whoa. I don't know about that one, so.
I don't know if watch
Do you guys
is the
think
right
he'll,
answer, the right word to use.
Do you guys think he'll start for England next summer in the Euros?
I think he
Either
should.
him-
Him or
yeah.
Nick Pope.
Yeah, him or Nick Pope. I really like
One of
Nick
those.
Pope. I think he's a very good
Really?
keeper.
No hope for Pickford?
Definitely not Pickford. No, fuck Pickford, man. That little. He's one of those. He's like Joe Hart. He's this annoying guy that talks bears, but is so shit. Like, he's not that good. He's genuinely not that good.
I don't think he's shit personally, but
Speaking,
he makes a lot of
Okay, yeah.
he
yeah, I
makes
don't
too
think
many,
he's
he
shit,
makes
but-
like weird mistakes, man.
hey, speaking of Joe
Yeah,
Hart,
no.
I think he released a video the other day saying he just wants someone to believe in him, and these fans from another club in South America, I want to say it might be in Brazil. They've been like going on social media saying that they want him. Let's see if I can find out what team that is. I feel like it's a smaller team.
Well, good
in
luck to him
Brazil.
then, you know. As long as he's away from the England national team, good luck to him. What about Europa League? Who do you guys think is going to win that?
I mean, I hope Wolves win it.
I'm
But-
going for Wolves as well.
Yeah, I
Bro.
want them to win it, but it's gonna be hard, just because they don't have as much depth as the other teams
Exactly.
that are
Look at the teams that are still
also
in
competing in
it. You
it.
said Inter, United. What other teams are still in the Europa League?
Leverkusen.
Leverkusen. Yeah.
Are PSV still in there?
Let's see.
PSV. I'm not
I
sure,
know
I have to look it up.
Sevilla's in it, right?
I think so.
It
Yeah, yeah,
should be,
Sevilla's
I
in there,
believe
yeah.
so.
Let me pull it up right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
I could see United making a pretty decent run in there.
Yeah.
Same. I hope not, but I
Yeah.
could see it.
Okay, so
yeah. Speaking of United, let's move on to how our clubs have been doing this season. We'll start with United and you, Rayon.
Man.
Pogba and Bruno, they've clicked. They've
Pogba
clicked.
and Bruno, they clicked right off the bat, man. I was honestly expecting like a little bit of period where they're kind of like getting themselves together, figuring out what their moves are kind of like, but they clicked immediately.
Yeah.
And let's see, since we've gotten Bruno, we've done very well. I think I don't think we've lost since the restart, and we haven't lost since Bruno's came to United.
That's crazy.
And he has put up like in some insane numbers. And I think honestly we can make top 4. Granted, Chelsea might drop some points, and Leicester are looking like they're gonna drop some more points because they haven't been really too good since the restart. So I can see us finishing 4th, maybe even 3rd, depending on how Leicester goes.
So
fair enough. I mean,
question for you guys.
Yeah, Pogba and Bruno have been playing really well together, really well, and the whole team's just kind of clicked. Suddenly,
it's mad.
Suddenly, Man United are playing some really good football.
Hey, Ran.
Yeah.
What's the rest of your schedule looking like?
I think the 2 toughest teams we have are actually no, Leicester. In the league, Leicester is the toughest team we have left, and they're our last game.
Yeah, you'd have to say that with how United are currently playing and the remaining fixtures they have versus some of the other teams contending for those top 6 or 7 spots, that United is probably the favorite to land a Champions League spot for next season. Obviously pending whether or not the City ban gets upheld.
Right.
Inshallah.
And we also have Chelsea for the FA Cup tie. Which I think, honestly, we beat Chelsea, 3 times already this season? We can make it a 4th.
Should be a good game.
Should be a very good game.
It pains me.
Basil, moving on to you and Tottenham, how do you feel like you guys have done since the restart?
Well, the United game was probably our biggest chance that we missed out on. I think had we won that game, we would have been in a far greater position. The draw wasn't the worst result, and then the West Ham game really gave us a lot of hope into potentially finishing and sneaking into those top 5 or 6 spots. But then everything fell apart at Sheffield, which was kind of disappointing because that back line with Dyer and Sanchez at the heart of it played really well those first 2 games. You know, we had played 2 games, 1 clean sheet, only a penalty conceded, so no goals conceded from open play. But we had 9 days off between that West Ham game and the Sheffield United game, and it was not a good performance at all. And so, we have the North London Derby coming up, as well as a game against Leicester and Everton coming up. So I guess those are our 3 most difficult fixtures remaining. I don't have any more hope in finishing in the European spots. At this point, I'm just trying to just watch the games, enjoy some football, and just look forward to the start of next season, whether we're in Europe or not.
It might be a blessing in disguise, to be honest. Because I remember first season under Klopp, where we lost the final, but we finished like 8th. But the following season, not having Europe helped us finish in the 4th spot and get Champions League. So who knows? And with Mourinho, like the way he can, we'll see how he does. But with him, you have less games. You have a guy who knows how to win the title. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm optimistic for the next season. I'm excited to see what the transfer season will bring, shedding off some dead weight and swapping them for some new players, and really interested to see how he does with everyone, as Jose said in his press conferences, all the teams starting at 0 points, and
you mean like
where we
Ramsey?
can go from there. Oh my God, man. Bro. So yeah, if y'all haven't heard, Juventus proposed a swap deal with Spurs, Ramsey for Ndombele, and that's just insulting, man. That's just insulting, man.
Yeah,
Think about it,
Ndombele is not
though.
as good as
Think
Ramsey.
about it.
That is a terrible deal. And even if you wanted to come to Spurs, I don't think we could afford his wages.
Oh no, I would be heartbroken if he went to Spurs.
Same.
I would genuinely be heartbroken.
Think about it, Basil. I think that's the only upside in this deal. Every
Man.
Arsenal fan's hearts would be broken.
Bro, Ramsey's already 29, and Ndombele's still like 22, 23.
You know what? I hate to admit it because I'm an Arsenal fan, but Tottenham have a decent attack going forward, man. If you look at their players, Son, Bergwijn, Kane, Lo Celso, and Ndombele, good players, man. Very good players going forward. It's just the back, which is a suspect as hell.
No. Since the decline of Vertonghen and never really replacing Kyle Walker properly, and the decline of Danny Rose, it's been pretty tough for our back line.
What?
It was interesting because it was in the group chat yesterday. We were looking at old fixtures between some of our clubs, and then I came across that Pep's first season against Spurs. Spurs were the team that originally gave Pep his first defeat in England. It was a 2-0 win.
Yeah.
It was a 2-0 win for Spurs at White Hart Lane. We had gone undefeated that season in the league at home. I think it was 18 wins, 1 draw. And the back line was Danny Rose, Jan Vertonghen, Toby Alderweireld, and Kyle Walker. So that was a very good back line. We had conceded the fewest goals in the league that season. So to see where we were then versus now was a little disappointing. But if anyone can make a back line look good and to rebuild it properly, I'd pick Jose.
No, I think Jose's done out here. I genuinely think he's done out here. I don't think he's got it in him anymore.
I don't know. I think he'll be fine at Spurs because, like, Spurs, I'm not trying to talk shit here, but they don't have, like, a history of, like, winning that many trophies. Yeah, like, a lot of times, because, like, that's the position Liverpool were in, like, up until, like, last year, right? And a lot of times you just need something to get the monkey off your back, to get the elephant in the room, right? So, and I think Mourinho almost guarantees you a trophy of some sort. I don't know what he's going to win, but it's going to be something. I just know it. So I think for Spurs, he'd be good.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think, honestly, seeing what Jose did at United, even though a lot of people say, or like make a mockery of his time there, he actually did pretty well with that squad. That squad isn't nearly as good as it is now. And getting that team, getting second place with that team. You won the Europa League. He had even if it wasn't his best job, I think he still did pretty well with that team, at least in his first 2 seasons.
I want to say that people are jumping the gun with Jose right now, calling him washed, being in the situation that he is. Having come in? When did he come in, Basil?
Mid-November.
He got, I guess, a winter transfer window and hasn't had like a whole summer to himself, hasn't had a full year, and he has had to deal with this whole coronavirus. I'll say just wait, give him a full year, see what's going on, and then judge him. But calling him washed now I don't think it's fair.
Agreed.
I'm going to call him washed anyway. Only because he's the Spurs manager, that's why. There's no logical reason. It's just because he's Spurs manager, that's why.
You know what? That's fair, man. That's fair.
I want to obviously move on to Arsenal, the greatest team the world has ever seen.
I think this is also a good segment to add some football lookout lore. If you guys don't know, our good friend Ibby over here is actually transferred over to Real Madrid.
Yes, he has.
Undisclosed fee.
I spoke to...
so we have one Arsenal fan right now.
Yeah, I spoke to Zidane on the phone. He said he would take me for a 5-year loan.
Yeah,
that's a long loan. That's a really long loan.
Dude, you guys have the same forehead as well, innit?
That was dead.
5-year loan. Man said 5-year loan,
That's mad.
Man was quick to sign the deal.
Is there an option to buy?
We'll see, bro.
Oh, okay. So I'm still undecided. But yeah, I do want to get onto Arteta because obviously our listeners don't know this, but we all together watched the Arsenal Wolves game that just played out.
It's a very
and I want to shout out. Yeah, was that Ibby?
I like the game plan from Arteta.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. Yeah, I think his game plan. I think his substitutions, his the little tactics that he discussed with the players during the water breaks and stuff. I think he got everything spot on today.
Agreed.
And I think the players, responded well.
I like the way how he basically pretty much double teamed Traore at all times. Sometimes there was even 3 men on him.
All times.
As soon as he got the ball, sometimes you saw like 3 guys. Bam, let's crowd him out, and it worked for the most part. He was dangerous, but he wasn't really like that dangerous.
He apart from that 1v1 and a couple of crosses, he didn't do much.
So that game plan was perfect. Not playing Bellerin, that was also a good idea. He's suspect. I'm not trying to be a prick, but he's just suspect. Nketiah.
I think there's a long way for Arsenal to go back to where we want them to be.
Yeah,
and where they have been in the past, but
you know what?
At least we're moving in the right direction.
And you know what's
I
interesting?
think Arteta is doing really well.
We got a clean sheet with Kolasinac, David Luiz, and Mustafi as our 3 centre backs.
Yeah, I mean,
They are
that's
probably.
3
Did I hear a
penalties
we
confirmed.
and an hour?
Oh, I'm sorry. You did.
Yeah, remember Ibi, you're a Real Madrid
I
fan.
know. I'm-
Real Madrid
Yeah, we'll
fan.
get to Real Madrid in a second, bro. Don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna lie. I would say
Um,
they are probably 3 of probably the worst defenders in the top 10. Top
Yeah,
10 teams
no,
in the
I
Premier
agree
League.
with that.
They can't defend.
But they did today.
They did, and they
And,
deserve to be praised for that.
And I think Arteta is doing well. And I hate our fans sometimes. You know, after the defeat against Brighton and Man City, everyone's just clowning him. Everyone's getting on Mikel's back and saying, "Oh, he's not good enough to manage. He should go at the end of the season. He's Mikel Wenger," as some people used to call him.
Mikel Wenger.
Mikel Wenger saying, "Oh, you know, why did we sack Unai Emery for this guy?" And I'm just like, I feel like ripping my hair out because I was like, the guy's coming mid-season where Unai Emery, the guy that you mentioned, fucked everything up. He had to deal with the Xhaka situation. He had to deal with the Ozil situation, both of them which he resolved very well, especially the Xhaka situation.
Bro, don't forget
Arsenal
about
have no monies.
don't forget about Lundberg. Right?
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, just on Arteta.
Oh, okay.
He also didn't have a proper window. He had no money to spend. This isn't his squad, and this is his first management job. Like, he hasn't managed a team at all. So for him to come in and do the jobs that he's doing, he's doing really well. And I just wish people would just give him some time. Just give him time. I'm sure he'll do really well. It's going to be it's a long road back. It's a long road back, but we're moving in the right direction.
I agree. Before we move on, can I just give you a list of the players who I think you guys should kick out in the summer?
Let's do transfers another time.
Yeah, we'll do transfers another time.
Right.
What's going on with since we've been, Ibi's transferred to Real Madrid? What's going on with La Liga?
Looks like we're about to win
How's
the
that
league,
going
bro. Barca keeps slipping up. What happened the other day? Did they tie? I think they tied.
I believe they drew
Yeah.
their last 2 games.
So they just dropped by 4 points. Everything's looking good at Madrid. Big Benz is doing well. Barca, they can't always rely on Messi. I mean, they can rely on him, but he's like their only.
I mean, for the time being, they can,
outlet.
but they can't keep this up forever,
Exactly. I don't know who Griezmann is. I know who Fati is.
Yeah, it's been a surprisingly good season for Madrid, given the amount of turnover in terms of players. I mean, they have a very young squad that they're building, and they seem to be getting the job done. I mean, credit to Zidane. He came back in after leaving the club a couple years ago, and he set it right for them. I mean, honestly, it was Barcelona's La Liga to lose this season, and boy, have they lost it.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Yeah, and I think Basil, you mentioned this as well. Like, we've just started to really dislike Barca as a club.
Yeah.
I used to admire them a lot, but some of the stuff that they've done recently just put a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah,
It all comes down to their board, too. Like, it's not even just the entire club. It's just their board is very suspect.
yeah, they've had a couple of presidents now over the past 10 years or so that have really started a downward trajectory for the club. And, they had won 2 trebles in the last 10 years, but that's sort of papered over the trouble that's really been hampering the
I
club.
think-
Ever since, I would say it peaked after Luis Enrique's tenure.
I think they're guilty of panic buying. Because I was looking at Image the other day, right? And you see that they bought Coutinho, who some people were saying is the next Iniesta, right? They bought Malcolm. What's that defender's name who just got injured the other day? That's unfortunate. That he's always injured.
Umtiti.
Umtiti, yeah.
Arthur, they just sold him to Juve. Dembele, he can't stay fit.
That deal was wild.
Dembele can't stay fit. So some of it is bad luck too, you know, with deals and injuries.
Yeah, I mean, you have to invest well, and that's sort of been a problem. A lot of their transfers have been misses rather than hits. I mean, you look at how they've invested post Neymar, and it has not been well. I mean, their last set of good transfers was in 2014 when they brought in Ter Stegen and a few other good players.
I would say
like Rakitic and so on. But since then, I mean, they've spent very heavily on players that have not really played very well with the rest of the team.
I think the worst
I feel
two,
like the players they bought don't fit in the team.
exactly. I think the worst two that they've bought in recent years is Coutinho and Griezmann. Coutinho was just a rush because Neymar left, and I think they were playing.
I would add Vidal in there as well, just because he's not a Barcelona player.
Yeah, they've made a few of those signings recently. Paulinho a couple seasons ago, now Vidal.
That was so random, I swear.
How can we forget?
But Paulinho did actually play pretty well for them in that season that he was there. But yeah, just strange moves overall. I don't think, even as expensive as Coutinho was, I feel like he never really got the chance properly. You know, they were so quick to just
Get rid of him.
give up and try to cut their losses. And I feel like they've been doing that too much on players in the last few seasons. Same with Malcolm and now who knows, we might even now see it with Griezmann and Dembele. But and then also the club's public pursuit of trying to get Neymar back. It's
messy.
Just doesn't seem like the right move either. It just seems like bad move after bad move. But it seems like we might have presidential election soon in Barcelona for a new president, potentially a new board, and there's rumors saying that Xavi might be in line to take over Barcelona in a couple months at the end of this season. So who knows, we might be seeing a lot of upheaval in the next couple seasons and maybe a brand new Barcelona. Obviously it should have been done a couple seasons ago, but I guess better late than never.
You know what's sad though, right? The sad thing is that Messi is like aging. So, you know, by the time they do get things together, it might be too late for him to go on like another amazing run.
Yeah. That's why he should come to Arsenal.
My goodness.
Bro, I was,
Hey, can I mute him?
I was just about to say that in 2021 he should just come on a free.
Legit, like he's the attacking midfielder that we need. He can play in that cam role.
I think that's going to be like the major decision right now, is Messi going to try to stick around and see what Xavi does, or is he just going to pack up and leave and try something new for the last couple years?
What do you think he should do?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't take these rumors too seriously. They come out every year, you know. It's usually a contract extension at the end of it.
True.
But he will. If he leaves, he'll go for Argentina. That's just what's gonna happen.
No. Pep's gonna bring him in.
Nah, not at his age.
God.
If he was like a couple years younger, then maybe. But at his age, no.
Did you see that? Did you see that edit? So like with the Messi rumored to leave, which I don't think he will, but you know, Pep's contract out next year. There's pictures of
Juve,
like
right?
Pep taking over Juve and Messi and Ronaldo reuniting.
That's nasty.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's disgusting.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I would watch
disgusting.
the games. I would
100%
games.
watch that.
That's disgusting.
No, their
I've
games would be
always
so
wanted
good
to
too.
see Ronaldo and Messi play together. I've always wanted to see that.
Yeah. How come we've never even got that like a charity match or something,
Yeah, something just it would just be beautiful.
or even a FIFA game, and I'll take a FIFA game.
Do you know how much that charity match would have raised? Jeez.
Bears.
Oh man.
Bears. But yeah, I think we've come to the end of the show now. Thank you all for listening. For all our new listeners, thank you. I hope you stay with us. I hope you'll enjoy our content. For those who have stuck with us from the beginning, we appreciate you. We appreciate your loyalty. Yeah.
We've got a lot of love for you guys.
Hella love. So yeah, if there's anything else that you wanted to hear from us, anything that you think that we should talk about or give our opinions on, let us know. So let us know in the comments on YouTube. Let us know on Twitter, on Instagram, DM us, or whatever. Put it in the comments under our posts. But yeah, just let us know, and we'll definitely have a chat about it.
We'll definitely try to answer your questions in next pod.
Yeah. If you have any questions, obviously let us know, and then we'll answer those questions as well. But yeah, thank you for listening to us. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, all that jazz. We're on Twitter,
We're everywhere.
Instagram, so please do follow us. And yeah, thank you for listening to us, and we'll see you soon.
All right,
Hopefully,
cheers.
by
All
the
right,
time
see
the
ya.
next episode comes out, Thiago will have signed for Liverpool. But, you know.
Dog,
Oh, why did you say
you
this
cut
at the end of
it
every-
right
No,
now.
I'm
cut
cutting
it right
Bye.
now.
Cut this shit.